Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, where I'm going to be taking on the Power's Deepest Chasm Pitch Chaos quest as part of this latest Heretic event. It's, in case anyone's watching in the future, it's the Heretic with Balthier and Ketchi. It's that Awakening wave, whichever one it is. And for this one, I'm going to be bringing along a team of Ultimecia, Vanille and Serah, with a Sets of Friend support and Ramu as a summon. So I'm going to just sort of say, no doubt you've already probably seen some other videos that have got this as well, but you can actually complete this without a dispeller. You don't actually need any dispels. They just make it easier to manage, especially in the first wave with those skeletons. And if you don't have Ultimecia, if you're not using ulti, I would highly recommend a dispeller, because wave 2 features a variation on the same kind of machines that you see in Sid's event, and they put up that extremely annoying HP damage resist. So one thing you can actually do there is you can bring an Agrias friend and you can sub her in with paralysis, and if you've got Ultimecia's damage loops going on, like, she can sub back in and you'll pretty much be able to take them out before they even get much return, because their HP is surprisingly low. Actually, I played relatively conservatively the first time around, and I completed it in like 50 turns. I had a Sets of Friend, I didn't even use him, and I still had skills left, and I was like, is this actually chaos? It feels like Cosmos. It's ridiculous. So for this one, I'm actually bringing along a little bit more of an offensive team lineup, because I've got both Vanille and Serah here. I don't actually have any way of healing, but the only HP damage I actually took when I did it the first time was in the last wave. No, actually that's a lie. I did take some damage from the machines as well. But to be honest, I think if you've got ulti, then you should be able to loop through to the extent that you don't really actually take any HP damage, and you should be completely fine. Now, if you don't have like as much stacked or as I've got, then Ifrit or Shiva is a very good idea here. But I'm going to be bringing along Ramu because I've got Vanille and Serah, and between them, those two will be amplifying damage to some sort of sadistic extreme. And I'm bringing along the Sets of Friend because Freeze Joker does what Freeze Joker does, and if by chance I'm not able to kill the last wave before I take HP damage, then it's just going to make sure that I don't get destroyed, basically. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Like, I could have taken this one on with Serah and Sherlotta and an Agrias friend. I think is the lineup that I know Fires has used that to great success. But I wanted to give Vanille a little bit more time in the spotlight as well, because I've taken the time to max her out, and she deserves a little bit of time to shine. And I just realised I forgot to show my artifacts, but maybe if I remember, I'll do it at the end of the video. But let's be honest, I never remember, so that's probably not going to happen. Get the Moonlight up on everyone, and let's get a Deep Protect down, and we'll use Wound over here, and I'll just use Dispel because the battery is awesome. And already we have many debuffs on all of the enemies. Like, I would like to attack this one and not break B, but that's obviously not going to happen. So I'm actually going to wound on B over here, because I want B to actually start proccing its buffs as well. Here we go. And every time they do this, they're pretty much going to use Crushing Fangs like every goddamn turn. Like, no exception. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire off a quick Dispel to get rid of all of those buffs, because when they actually buff themselves up, what happens is that you can't actually put any debuffs on them either. The only thing that you can do is like just continue to attack, and they will just do Crushing Fangs every turn. It's really annoying. Thankfully ulti is now at 5 stacks. I'm actually just going to fire off a Deep Protect because we want to get that defense debuff in there as well. And I'll stick them with a Death. Oh, how cute! They're doing. They're going to buff up again, I think. Yeah, here we go. But because we've deathed them, it'll at least get rid of some of the buffs after each turn they take. Not all of them, sadly, but some of them. I'm just gonna fire for another protein sword because I think he can be pretty aggressive with Ultimecia's skills here. I'm getting quite lucky with the misses as well. What buffs are these actually? Elude and speed up. Okay, well, definitely want the speed gone. And A is going to be attacking Ulti and B is going to be attacking Vanille. I'll try and give them some Vanille. Maybe it will help. Okay, so they only do Crushing Fangs when they have their buffs up, so that's fine. Let's spread the love a little bit. Now we've got a launch up there that we've got a launch up on both of them that we're probably not going to be using. That's a little unfortunate. I should have targeted the other one, but never mind. And there goes that way. Now hopefully Serah gets the first turn here, but she doesn't. Of course she doesn't. Let's throw up one of these. And let's throw up one of these as well. So I think if you let these things take too many turns, one of them will actually use like Matra Magic or something. It's like an AoE HP attack, which we don't really want to be taking. So I'm actually just going to be using some like 2 Hell's Judgments here, because I do want to take these things out before they become too much of a threat. So I'm actually going to be using Death here, and this is really convenient because one of them will put up the HP barrier, but if we use Death, then it'll just get annihilated straight away after it takes a turn. So A will, B will take a turn and get the HP resist, but nope, it's gonna vanish. That's the magic of Vanille right there. Same thing with A, it's gonna get some buffs, but nope, they don't exist. Might as well use it, right? Ha! It missed me again. That's too much. That's just too good. Okay, there you go. And there you go. Now we're into the final wave. So it's really not much of a it's really not very much of a threatening chaos at all. At least if you have the characters to deal with it, you know what I mean? So we've already got Ultimecia's buffs up, so I'm just going to pop another all advance because I don't need to use Moonlight to refresh it. I might as well just throw a wound on there. So you see this one's got an all attack. This will actually be a Bravery HP attack, so if B seems like it's about to take a turn, that's when we're going to sub out for Setsa and do some Setsa magic. So I'm going to throw a Protean Swords on over here. And then another Hell's Judgment. So I might as well refresh this with Vanille. Throw in another Deep Protect. And I'll put on a Dispel for the damage because why not? Need to refresh Ultimecia's buffs. Okay. So I'm going to use Apocalypse here. And I'll use the free Hell's Judgment. And I'll use this one because it's also a free turn. And then for the final turn, I'm actually going to go into summon so that like I can use Hell's Judgment here and it'll still be a free turn, if you know what I mean. Like because it's now in the summon, and we'll do a lot of damage, like so. Now then, I'm just going to be focusing on using runes with Serah. I think I can use Death. And this is where I'm going to bring in Setsa. So we've got a very nice prismatic flash going on there. And yeah, honestly, does this overflow? 150%, 120%. I'm just going to dispel on you over here, and ultimate arrow over here. And yeah, that's pretty much GG. Okay, so I barely even needed the sets of friends. Well, there you have it, folks. Really not the most threatening chaos. Excellent. So, not quite max score, but close enough. Yeah, if you've got some strong characters like Ultimecia, or I don't know, Agrias, or if you don't have Ultimecia, then you probably want someone like Balthier or Vanille just to take care of the boss's buffs, you know. But as long as you have some measure of controlling that, then you really shouldn't have much of a hard time on this one at all. It's kind of fun, actually. It's kind of hard to believe that this is a chaos, to be honest, if you look at the turn count. So I hope everyone enjoyed watching, and until the next video, take care and goodbye.